I just show you another heart. We have so many hearts in our body. I mean, we have a soul in our body, we have a heart, and I want to hear. Yeah. So, look, what's that? These are the torsals in the wrist of our hand. And in a way, you know, that's because today I want to work on the fourth. The musical element which belongs to the step we are approaching now is the fourth, the sun element, the ow. And the torsals are also somewhere in between. There are the fingers sticking out and there are the long bones on the other side. And we hardly take into account how many they are. Yeah? And how nicely they are organized. And we will try to make contact with them afterwards. And I just would like to show you that there are 2 rows of four torsals each. In the lower row, at the right-hand side, you don't see the fourth one. It's very tiny and you can just guess it at the right side. But you have 4 on top and then 4 underneath, more to the right side. And one thing I would like to show you or convey a concept is that there's a sort of an S between them two. They make a nice curved line. Huh? So when you follow the line between the distal and the proximate torsals, then it's shaped like an S, from right to left or from left to right. That's one thing we can use afterwards. And the other thing is that, through evolution and through their function, they have adapted, but they have a little bit the quality of a cube. Especially the middle one very clearly has the form of a sort of a cube. The sides are not the same length, but you can feel it. And there you can have the impression it's looking towards the fingers, it's looking towards the lower arm, it's looking to the torsals at the right, to the left, and it's looking towards the other side and towards our side. So it's looking into 6 directions. They are very social with each other. They perceive a lot. That's what I wanted to just bring into our discussion, which we lead with our bodies. So when we now want to address the sun quality of the fourth, it's also a subtle experience. But first, like always, arrive at yourself. Use your hands to feel the inner of your chest. Let it react to being felt perceived. And also say goodbye to this place and just stream through the body, in your body downwards. And continue streaming downwards, further down, further down. And just by chance the body does the opposite, but you go down and down and down, but still are centered in your heart. Let go. Breathe, make a step to relax completely, and repeat. Arrive at yourself. Let your inner react. Stay centered, but stream through your body downwards. Let the body react his way. breathe. Let your arm come back to where you are anyway, to your heart. And step out. Relax. The musical intervals are broad because they deal with I perceive myself, not directly, I'm not that clairvoyant, but in my deeds. I get a glimpse of myself. So, just stand upright, left foot forward, right a little bit to the side. Ready for going out. Yeah, well dressed. Feel this joy in your clavicles and then let it stream in your lower arm, in your upper arm, lower arm, and then in your torsals, your wrist, and then let the hands, they stop, don't go further out. Stay in your torsals. And from there, look back at yourself. Just stay in your torsals, turn around, and enjoy what you see. And enjoy being seen by yourself. And then let go. And breathe. So first step is don't go further out, don't go further out. You are looking for yourself. That's why you are on the way to yourself. But maybe, turn around to see yourself. Left step forward. Right step to the side. Clavicles. Upper arm. Lower arm. Torsals. Stop. Stay in your torsals. These 8 beautiful little bones. Turn around. Feel being looked at from out your torsals. Enjoy. Relax. Breathe. For a moment, make yourself aware that if you want to touch something, quite naturally, you turn your hands like this. And if you think I have a protection around my skin, an aura, and you want to touch it, you use the palms of your hand. Behind. Yeah. Just try what it feels like if you do it with stretched out fingers. And now you want to touch your protective aura, your protective skin. It doesn't feel so friendly. Yeah? It's more like teasing. And now again, use your hands to touch it. Yeah? Feels differently also in the body. Do you notice? Yeah? What you do to your aura, this friendly touching it, this friendliness or something like that is experienced here. And breathe. And what I want to show you, just stretch out your hands and make yourself aware that the area, the space where you have touched this skin, the aura, the shelter, it's actually where your wrists are, not your fingertips. So if you have your hands like this, it's actually the sphere of your wrists. You don't feel it. You feel it when you use your hands. But now take yourself as a center, and then again just use your straight arms to go around a little bit and just feel, yes, this circumference, or one of my important circumferences, is where my torsals are. So nice. And then relax and breathe. Just put your hands close to the collarbones where the clavicles start, and then gently just try to follow, try to assume where they might be, and try to follow them to your shoulders. And then, where are these beautiful bones? Back clavicles, key bones they are called in the German language. And then let go. And maybe you have already felt that's not a straight line. Do it once again. The fingers just want to move, slightly bend. It's not a curve. Can you feel that it quite naturally becomes an S? Tiny, tiny bend, but a little bit. Great. One little bit like this and a little bit like that. Do you remember that we had an S between the two rows of torsals? So, when we start here and stretch out your arms and try to feel your torsals, you cannot feel them, you can just try to feel them, but that's what it is about, yeah? And then just imagine that these two rows and there's this S in between. And now start your work in your clavicles, and you just go along your clavicles and follow them in this S, and you, in a way, you do the same in your torsals, and then you are out. And then in your clavicles you come in and you just try to feel this beautiful S coming in from this pinky finger to thumb in your torsal. Then let's go out again. And let's come in again. Just trying. This S, where inner and outer meet, an outer row and inner row meet. Opposites meet, build an S. Now just stand. Remember that the torsals in the ideal form are more or less cubes looking in 6 different directions. Imagine you are one of the well-formed cubes. The other ones are as beautiful as this one, just they are even more friendly, adapt a little bit more, but you are now such a archetypal cube, torsal, and you stand. And these torsals, the planes of the torsal, they are like windows. They perceive the others. You can look through them. And now just try to imagine you have a plane in front. You have a plane behind. You have a plane at your right side. You have a plane at your left side. And some parts of your body are even looking upwards, and others, the soles of the feet, build a plane towards the floor. 6 planes. And now the exercise starts. You are in the torsal, and the planes have windows where you can look through. And now just look through the front plane. Where do you find a window to look through? And there your chest is a nice plane to look forward. The knees can be beautiful windows to look forward. Down in the lower legs, the heart, where the heart bones are, you can look forward. The forehead can be a window of this plane looking forward. The tip of your nose can be a tiny, tiny window to look through. Great. But you stay inside. You're not going through the window, so you are inside and you look through your back windows, through your shoulder, And you just enjoy this looking out. And you go to your calves. You look out there. You go to your bottom. Look through your bottom. And you enjoy this person looking out. What might it see? And the back of your head. And enjoy this person who looks through this window in this direction. Great. To the right side, where do we find windows? Oh, my upper arm has a thin plane, a small one, but it can look to this side. And I can look through my lower legs to the right side. I can use my ears to look to the right. My cheeks to look to the right. Even the right part of my feet I can use to look to the right. And again, return to your center, to the same to the left. But please, to be musical, do not try to use the upper arm as, I don't know, the window to look. No window can look anywhere. Be interested in the person who looks through the window. But please cleanse the window, then you can see a lot. And then look for another window, go somewhere else, and look through this window out. But stay with the person and be interested what it might see. He might see, he, she might see. Use your ear as a window, but do not concentrate on, how do I cleanse it? Okay, you cleanse it, but then you look from within through this plane. Great, and then come back and do the same to above. Use the top of your shoulders like windows in the roof to look through them. Use the head, the top of your head. Don't lift it, just cleanse it, that you can from deep underneath look through it into the stars. Use, and maybe the top of your nails, of your toes, can be used like windows, and you are under them, and from there you look through them out there. Great. And the last direction is that through the soles of your feet, from the inside, you look through them. And there are fingertips hanging down, so you have 10 beautiful little windows through which you can look. But stay with the you. And the ears also have the bottom part of your ears you can use to look downwards. And through the bottom part of your chin. But be interested in the person who is looking. Relax. And just to finish, one more time, left step forward, right step to the side, joy in the clavicles, upper arms, lower arms, torsos, stop. Be in your torsos. Experience the circumference, which is, they are part of. Look back from your torsos towards yourself. Relax, breathe, and sit down. What reactions do you perceive in your body? And especially, how to experience your legs, who seemingly haven't done very much. How do they live in your body consciousness? Or how do they appear in it? And when you have been looking at these 8 dorsals and the wrists, so many and so differentiated, and when you look at your body, do you experience it as a composition of many bits, of other parts in the foreground? Or on the contrary, is it more an experience of a whole? Of a oneness? Both is right, but just what is predominant in that moment for you? And when we were practicing cleansing windows, looking through, looking back, is this quality in one way or the other present a little bit? And in what sensations would you say you could discover or get a glimpse of it? And is it only in the body, or is something around yourself what carries this quality? And if it's around, how far is it away? I mean, what is around is also within, so don't be, just leave it open, but just how much is the space within connected with the space around you?